When we purchased this property about a year and a half ago, this deck was already there, but it was in pretty bad shape. It's kind of warped. The boards on top that we took off were splintering and cupping, and it wasn't level at all. So you can see here we took all the top boards off to get down underneath here so we could level everything to put the new deck boards on top. The plan was in a year or so, after putting on the new deck boards and leveling it and shoring it up, making sure it's strong enough to hold a gazebo, we were going to build a gazebo or put one together on top of this, but we had to make sure it was level and it was structurally sound to hold the weight. I think the gazebo was going to weigh like 1,135 pounds after it was all said and done. And then you got to add, you know, the people that might be on there at one time and the furniture that we're going to add to it. So, and these two items here, that white thing and that block, we removed that. Again, this is like, I don't know, maybe springtime of 2023 when we did all this. You can see here the 4x4 with the block, the pier blocks in the foreground, and there's one in the back. We needed to do that to strengthen it as well as level up these joists. We also, before we covered it up, we got in here and put some grooves in here, some little canals, if you will, that when the rain came, it drains into the lake, so it doesn't pool underneath the deck. There's no concave spots where the water would remain. We wanted that to drain off into the lake, so we did that before we covered the top deck. Yes, we made sure it was level. Its actual size is 20 by 20, and the gazebo is going to be 12 by 20, so there'll be an open area of about 8 feet out towards the water. Here we're starting the process of putting the new deck boards on top. We also removed the existing stairs, which basically was just a box that they had put there. Tore that out of the way and actually built some new stairs. And all this open area underneath the deck, all the way around, we eventually will seal that up, block it off, so our dogs or any other critters can't get underneath there. You'll see right here, take a picture, that it's all open, but that'll all be boxed all the way to the ground, so nothing can get in there. You'll see Casey almost fall here in a second. Right about here. Yep, that would have hurt. See, there's a box that they use for stairs. That was ridiculous. Throw that out. A lot of screws went into this. Here I'm playing with my drone, trying to get an aerial picture of what's going on. We're about a third of the way or a quarter of the way of putting the deck boards on top. Still got a way to go. Here we completed all the deck boards. It's basically done. Got the new stairs. We have not sealed around the perimeter and boxed it in, but that'll come later. There's two items, like I said, there. That the white thing is a refrigerator that's half buried, and to the left of that is a concrete block. We have removed both of those, so those aren't in the picture when we started building the gazebo. This is still, springtime of 2023. Okay, now we're in springtime 2024. Like I said, that block and that white refrigerator that was buried in the ground there near the gazebo is gone, and we're starting to put the rails up for the new railings that are going to go all the way around the dock. And the gazebo obviously will go on top, but we've got to finish the rails first. And when I stained so it's not as blonde and clear as it was in the previous pictures, this has got a natural sealer on it, which made it a little browner, a little orangey looking, I guess you could say. But it's sealed from the weather. And you can see the 4x4 railing posts that we're putting around there. The balusters are going to be round metal, and you'll see that in a moment. And we've moved the stairs, as you can see there. The actual stairs are not just a box that you stepped on. That was ridiculous. We haven't sealed around the perimeter to the ground yet. That'll all be sealed here shortly as well. And yes, there are lots of fish in there. Bluegill, largemouth bass, and catfish. The total property is just under 14 acres, with the house and all the buildings. And the lake or pond is approximately 4 acres. Here's the rails. Made those off-site, Josh and his son, and then brought them to the site and installed them. Now here we sealed the bottom all the way to the ground, like I was telling you earlier, so our dog can't go underneath there, or any other critters for that matter. We were going to put lattice, but we thought this would look better. Gives you an idea what the railings look like installed with the little metal caps on top. We left this side open because we got to use that area to put the material and the gazebo together through there, and then we'll finish this railing off after the gazebo is completed. We also did on the stairs, we did railings going down so people could, easily go up and down the stairs. We did seal the opening there under the stairs. We boxed that in so they can't go underneath there as well, so that doesn't remain that open area. I like the way the railings turned out. They're real nice. There's our dog Maddie trying to help. There was a million pieces to this kit. Hardware, screws, brackets, all these boards, pre-cut, pre-drilled. We weren't going to go with a kit because we thought maybe they'd be weak and they wouldn't stand the weather and stuff like that. But this one here is a kind of a high-end one, and it's guaranteed to withstand up to 100-mile-an-hour wind. And I figured if the winds get up to 100 miles an hour, last thing I'm going to be worried about is that gazebo. So it's pretty well made. It's a good sturdy unit, and we like the way the shape of it and everything, so we went with it. It took about, let's see, 10, 12, 20, about 40 hours of actual labor time to put this together. And it wasn't a week. We didn't do 8-hour days. It was, 10, 12-hour days, 20. So about 2.5 days, I would say. The instruction booklet, or pamphlet, if you will, was more like a book. It was so thick. I think there was 80-something steps. This is Josh and his 15-year-old boy doing all the heavy lifting. And you can see the structure that's completed. Still have the roof joists and girders to go up, and the roof panels, of course. The roofs are going to be metal. Lots of hardware. We're completed to the point now where we can build the roof panels. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 6 sections on the ground, and then you got to lift them up and put them in place. The wood, excuse me, the wood is cedar. We blocked off around the perimeter, and we closed off that opening underneath the stairs there. So now it's completely sealed to the ground, so nothing can get in there. Well, nothing of any size anyway. I mean, spiders and critters like that can go in there, but nothing of Maddie's size or equivalent will go underneath there anymore. That is not the color of the panels on the roof. That's got a blue film on it that you'd have to peel off. It's kind of a, I don't know, a light, kind of a brown or a dark maroon. Can't really define what color it actually is. There's a long distance view from over on the east side of the property. There's a gazebo out there on the peninsula. kind of see the struggle of the weight trying to put up one of these roof panels. I think there's 2 in this photo here that are installed. Still got about 4 to go.
Need some help?
You're going to get an idea of how much open deck there'll be after the gazebo. It's about, the gazebo takes up all but 8 feet, I think. So the open area is 8 by 20 open. You can start to see a good idea of what it's going to look like. And there you go. It's been stained, it's completed. All we need to do now is put some patio lights up in it and get some patio furniture, and we're good to go. I really like the way it turned out. We had some patio furniture that was at the garage. We just got those out there temporarily. We're gonna get some sofas, actual outdoor patio furniture, and put on here. And there's how much wood and structure was in this thing when it was all said and done. It's a good quality unit. I would definitely recommend this to anybody who was thinking about getting a gazebo. Nice view.